Hello, Rhonda here with a glute ab dumbbell workout. We'll be doing 10 exercises, 5 standing and 5 on the floor, 5 glute exercises and 5 ab exercises. You'll need 2 pairs of weights, 1 heavy and 1 lighter. Let's get started with our warm-up. Let's start off by warming up those legs. So we're going to start with leg swings. Stand tall, engage the abs, and you're just going to swing one leg forward and back. You're trying to keep that torso upright. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and go ahead and switch. Stand tall, engage those abs, and then just swing the other leg forward and back. I'm going to do about 15 each leg. Three more. All right, now we're going to swing the leg across laterally. Warming up that lower body. Three more. And let's go ahead and switch. Bringing that other leg across the other. Three more. Okay, good. Let's come into a wide stance, toes slightly externally rotated, and then we're going to warm up those inner thighs. Coming into some side lunges. Couple more. Let's bring our feet back in, and then we're going to do alternating toe touches. Again, we're trying to keep that torso upright. Alternating, touching one toe and then the other. If you're having a hard time reaching the toe, you can take it to a knee. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get started with our workout. Let's go ahead and grab our heavier weights. Placing the weights at the shoulders. Feet are about hip bone distance apart. You're going to come into a squat. Trying to get those thighs parallel to the ground. We're doing about 15 repetitions here. This is what it looks like from the side. 2 more. All right. Let's go ahead and set one weight down. Moving into our core exercise, holding one end of the weight, wide stance, coming into wood chops. We're going to do about 10 in each direction. Pivoting on the feet. And then let's go ahead and switch over towards the hip and crossing the body on a diagonal, moving that weight. Keep those abs engaged. Last one. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and grab the other heavy weight, coming into deadlifts. You're going to bring your feet about hip bone distance apart, palms facing your thighs, dragging the weights down your leg. Chest is wide, shoulders open. Keep that core tight. Driving through the heels. We'll be doing about 15 here. Looks like this from the side. Last one. Nice. All right. Put both heavy weights down. We're going to grab a light weight. Coming back to abs. We'll be working our obliques now. So let's go ahead and bring the light weight with your palm facing out in your right hand. Your left hand reaches up towards the ceiling and you're dragging that weight down the leg. You're taking a slight bend in the knee. Two more. Over to the other side. Palm facing out. Reaching that opposite arm up towards the ceiling in a vertical. Drag the weight down the leg. That knee slightly bends. Keeping it nice and open through the front of the body. Working those obliques. Last two. Nice. All right. Set that light weight back down. You're going to pick up your heavy weight. You're going to hold it in front of your body, starting with your feet about shoulder width distance apart, coming into an alternating curtsy lunge. One more in each direction. Nice. All right, we're gonna go back to the top of this circuit for our squats with our weights on our shoulders. Feet are about hip bone distance apart. Squat down and drive through those heels to come right up. Looks like this from the side. 3 more. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and set one of those heavy weights down, keeping one, holding both ends, coming back to the wood chop. Wider stance, moving the weight on a diagonal from the hip towards the opposite side. Keep the movement nice and smooth. Core is tight. 2 more. And then go ahead and switch. Weight comes by that opposite thigh. Move the weight on a diagonal. Pivoting on the feet. Keep that movement nice and smooth. 2 more. Nice. All right, go ahead and pick up your other heavy weight. Back to those deadlifts. Your feet are about hip bone distance apart, a little narrower. Feet are in parallel, stand tall. Drag the weights down your legs, about right by your shins. Drive through the heels to come back to that nice tall standing position. That chest stays wide. Send those hips back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to obliques, those abs. We're gonna set down our heavy weights. Pick up the light. The weight comes inside the hand with the palm facing out. You're in a wide stance. The opposite arm reaches up towards the ceiling, and you drag that weight down the leg, slightly bending that knee. Keeping that arm that's reaching towards the ceiling on a vertical. You have 2 more here. We're doing 12 on each side. Bring it onto the other arm, palm facing out. Reach that opposite arm up towards the ceiling. Keep it nice and open through the chest. Dragging that weight down that left leg. Four more. All right, back to that curtsy lunge. We're gonna pick up that one heavy weight. Holding both ends, feet a little bit more narrower, shoulder width distance apart. Stepping that foot back and an angle. Keep that weight close to your chest. One more in each direction. Nice. Let's go ahead and make our way down onto the floor. Grab a mat. Okay, let's make our way into a high plank position, wrists in line with elbow, in line with shoulders. We're gonna draw the knee towards the opposite elbow, alternating from one side to the other. We're gonna be doing about 20, 10 on each side, coming into a little rotation, work in the core. One more on each side. Okay, good. Moving on to donkey kicks. I'm going to take my light weight. I'm going to place it just behind the knee. Coming onto all fours, keeping the hips square, lifting and lowering that leg. Working those glutes. Five more. And let's go ahead and switch, placing the weight in behind the other leg. You can also come down onto your forearms. Keep that core tight. Hips square. You have 3 more. All right. We're going to make our way down onto our backs. So let's start in a seated position. One knee is bent, one foot flat on the mat, and one leg is straight. Roll on down, holding both ends of the weights. You're going to take an inhale, exhale, and then you're going to reach the weight towards the shin. We're doing about 12 on each side. Last one. And go ahead and switch. Bend the right knee, bring that foot flat on the floor, stretch the left leg long. Reach the arms open up and over. And then the weight comes towards the shin. And just being mindful not to bang the weight too much onto the shin because we don't want any bruises. Four more. Last one. All right. Now moving into hammer drops. Come back onto your backs. Reach both legs up towards the ceiling, palms facing down. One leg stays up as you alternate, bringing one leg to the floor and then the other. If you want a little extra challenge, you can lift your head and arms off the mat, the shoulders as well. One more on each side. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and pick up our heavy weights. Roll back on down. Feet are about hip bone distance apart. Placing your weights in the hip crease. You're going to come into a bridge, squeeze those glutes, and then lower. Pausing at the top. Keep the core engaged. Squeeze those glutes on the way up. 3 more. All right, we're gonna go to the top of this circuit. So let's go ahead and come back to that high plank position. And then the knee comes towards the opposite elbow, coming into that rotation. We're doing about 20 altogether, 10 on each side, alternating. Keep that head in line with your neck, your upper back. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now go ahead and grab your lightweight, placing it behind the knee, coming into those donkey kicks, keeping those hips square as you lift and lower. Nice and smooth. We're doing about 15 on each side. Keeping those hips square. Last 2. And then go ahead and bring the weight behind the other leg. Again, you can also do this exercise on your forearms. Reaching that sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Nice. All right, keep that weight. We'll come back onto our backs. One leg is straight, one knee is bent, one foot is flat on the floor. Reach the arms overhead and reach the weight towards the shin. Again, being mindful not to bang the weight onto the shin. We don't want any bruises. Six more. Use that breath. Last 3. One more. And then let's switch. Bend the right knee, bring that foot flat onto the mat. Extend the left leg. Reach the weight overhead. Inhale, exhale, weight comes towards the shin. Work in the core. We're halfway there. Four more. Nice. All right. Set that weight aside. Back to those hammer drops. Both legs up towards the ceiling. One leg is always going to stay up as you lower one leg and then the other. Again, if you want a little extra challenge, you're going to float your arms, palms facing up, shoulders off the mat. Four more. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and grab our heavy. Placing the weights in the hip crease. Feet are about hip bone distance apart. Flat onto the mat. Lift those hips up, squeeze those glutes. Keep that chest wide, shoulders anchored. Coming to the home stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and set the weights aside. And we're gonna stretch. Let's come into a figure 4 stretch. The right leg, that ankle is gonna come on top of the left thigh. Gonna grab behind that left thigh. And then give it a gentle pull. Release the grip, bring your arms out to the side, and slowly bring your legs over to the left, looking over to the right. Bring the legs back to center and switch. Now the left ankle comes onto the right thigh, grabbing behind the right thigh. Interlace the grip, coming into that figure 4 stretch. Arms come out to the side, legs drop over to your right. Look at the left hand. Take a couple of breaths here. And let's go ahead and bring it back to center. Come onto our stomachs. Stretch out those abs, engage those glutes and abs to protect that lower back, and then just lift into a back extension, stretching out those abs. And shift those hips into a child's pose. Reach those fingertips forward. Come into a kneeling position. Step the right foot forward. Hands come on the thighs. And slowly shift your weight forward, stretching out that hip flexor. And then let's switch. Left foot steps forward, opening up through that right hip flexor. Take a couple breaths here. Nice job.